Bonjour, Mino Magushigijigan. I'm really excited for you to check out our Matawa Countdown to Christmas show. I hope you have a lot of fun watching the episode. There's crafts, Christmas fun, and games. Mino Wagawabaman.
Bonjour. I have a story here that I used to read when I was a little girl, and it was one of my favorites, and it's about the Berenstain Bears. It's called The Berenstain Bears Meet Santa Bear, and it is by Stan and Jan Berenstain. There's a little poem here. It says, "Special music's in the air, and Santa's at the mall. What do the little bears make of it all?" It was just 2 days after Thanksgiving, and the sights and sound of Christmas could be seen and heard all over Bear Country. "It seems to me," said Mama Bear, as the Bear family arrived at the Bear Country Mall, "that the Christmas season starts earlier every year." "Yes, isn't it great?" said Papa Bear, admiring the mall decorations. "I'm not so sure," sighed Mama. "I'm concerned about Brother and Sister Bear. Too much excitement isn't good for cubs." "No need to be concerned," said Papa. "Brother and Sister are good little cubs. I'm sure they'll be calm and sensible about the whole thing." But if Papa had looked at Brother and Sister at that moment, he wouldn't have been so sure. They were passing the big new toy store, and Brother and Sister didn't look the least bit calm or sensible. They had just come from watching Saturday morning television, and there had been lots of commercials for the new Christmas toys. Sister had wanted them all. A bear hug teddy that hugged you back when you squeezed it, a ride-on pink pony, a clown face mobile kit, and giggly goo, a strange substance that you could make into all sorts of funny shapes. There had been some things that had excited Brother too, especially a remote control robot that could stand on its head and a dinosaur molding kit. And there they were right in the toy store window, plus lots more. Sister was so excited she jumped up and down, and when Brother read a sign saying Santa Bear was coming to the mall to meet all his cub friends, she got even more excited. "Santa Bear," she cried. "Oh, Mama, may I come and meet Santa Bear, please? May I, please?" "In good time," said Mama, sighing again. "Calm and sensible, eh?" she said, looking at Papa. Sister Bear could hardly wait to start her Christmas list. She needed a little help from Brother with the hard words, but she didn't need any help thinking up things she wanted for Christmas. Over the next few days, the sights and sounds of Christmas became stronger and stronger, and Sister's list grew longer and longer. After a while, it looked just like this. To see the rest of Sister's list, we'll have to turn the page. "You know," warned Brother, "if your list is too long, Santa Bear might think you're greedy and not bring you anything." Sister hadn't thought of that. "Santa Bear has lots of cubs besides you to think about, all the cubs in the whole world." Here's Sister's list. She hadn't thought of that either. As she looked at her long list, she began to get a little nervous. "Have you ever met Santa Bear?" she asked Brother. "Sure," answered Brother, who was finishing up his list, which was very short. "A couple of years ago. He asked if I'd been good, and then I told him what I wanted for Christmas, and I gave him my list, and that was that. It was fun." This is Brother's list. It says, Dear Santa Bear, for Christmas I would like a robot that can stand on its head and a dinosaur molding set and some surprises. Thank you, Brother Bear. I wonder what's on your wish list for Santa. Now Sister was really nervous. She thought of all the times she hadn't exactly been good. The time she and Brother had gotten into a fight and shouted at each other. The time Mama's best lamp had gotten broken and they told a big lie. And the time they had let their room get so messy that Mama had threatened to throw away all of their toys. Oh, I wouldn't worry about those times, said Mama, giving Sister a little hug. Santa Bear doesn't expect cubs to be perfect, just good. Then she said, I hope you have your list ready because tomorrow is the day you're going to meet Santa Bear. Sister gulped. It's almost ready, she said. But what about your list for Santa, yours and Papa's? Don't worry about that, sweetie, said Papa. Santa Bear isn't for grown-ups. He's just for cubs. Psst, whispered Brother. Presents for Mama and Papa are our job, silly. Come on, let's see how much you've got in your piggy bank. Sister had just enough. Brother had enough and a little extra. That evening, Sister made a new list. It looked a lot like Brother's. When they got to Santa Bear's little house in the mall the next day, there was a line. While Sister waited, she began to think about Santa and what a hard job he had. She wondered how he could take care of all those cubs, and she wondered where he got all those presents. She wondered, and then, before she could wonder another wonder, it was her turn, and she was up on Santa Bear's big lap. It's very nice to see you, he said in a deep, jolly voice. Now tell me, my dear, have you been good this year? Well, said Sister, taking a deep breath, I haven't been perfect, but I have been good. Then she told him what she wanted for Christmas and gave him her list. Santa gave Sister and every other cub a souvenir coloring book. The cover showed him and his 8 tiny reindeer flying through the starry night. Sister's mind was so filled with thoughts about Santa that she almost forgot about the special shopping she had to do. But Brother remembered. They found just the right presents for Mama and Papa. Sister chose a fine new fur brush for Papa and a lovely new pincushion for Mama. Brother bought Mama a box of her favorite breakfast tea and for Papa a handy pocket calculator. Look, said Sister as they were leaving the mall, another Santa. She was right. There ringing a bell was a rather skinny Santa with a scraggly beard. Beside him was a big iron pot that said, Help the Needy. That's one of Santa's many helpers, said Papa. His job is to collect money to help the needy, birds who need seed, squirrels who didn't put enough aside for the winter. The Bear family all put money in the pot. Sister had spent all of hers, and she had to borrow some from Mama. Finally, the days and weeks of preparation and waiting were over, and it was Christmas Eve. You know something, Papa, said Sister, as she helped hang the last holly wreath. I've been thinking about Santa Bear and what a hard job he has. How can he visit every cub in the world in just one single night? Where does he get all those gifts? And besides, how can reindeer fly? And how can the sleigh land if it doesn't snow? And how can Santa come down our skinny little chimney? Papa took a deep breath, then looked up at the starry sky. I guess the answer, my dear, is that Christmas is such a special time that very special, almost magical things can happen. And the most magical thing of all is Santa Bear. I say he has the best job in the whole world because the joy of giving is what Christmas is all about. I suppose, said Sister, that Santa could just skip that chimney and come in the front door. I suppose, said Papa. Then before she went in, she took one last look at the starry sky, but it had clouded over, and now instead of stars, there were snowflakes. Thousands and thousands of small, silent snowflakes. Well, she thought, at least that'll help with the sleigh. When Sister woke up on Christmas morning, the bear country was covered with a beautiful blanket of snow, and the floor beneath the bear's Christmas tree was covered with piles of beautiful presents. What fun! What excitement! What shouting! It was a very special moment. Sister knew right then and there that Papa was right. Santa Bear did have the best job in the whole world, because the joy of giving was what Christmas was all about. The end. I hope you liked the Berenstain Bears Meet Santa Bear.
Now it's time for a family game called Christmas Categories with Danielle and Katie.
Hello, bonjour. My name is Danielle and I work at Matawa, and I'm here to show you a game that you can play with your family this holiday season. So this game I'm going to show you is called Christmas Categories. So it's just like the game that you could buy at the store, only this one is specially made for Christmas. So what's going to be included in the game are the category cards. So there's a red one, and a green one, and a blue one, and there's a blank one that you can make your own categories. So on the category pages, you'll see things like a Christmas movie or a Christmas tree decoration, different articles, different items like that. Also, there's going to be a recording page for each player. So at the top, you just put your name, and then there are spaces for you to write your answers that correspond with the categories from the category page. And you'll also find a page that has all the letters of the alphabet in it.
I'll show you these pages at the end of the video if you want a screenshot.
So here's how you play. First of all, you make sure that everybody has the same card. So if we're using the red card, then everybody's using the red card. Make sure everybody has a recording page, or even just a piece of scrap paper that you have at home. And make sure everyone has a pen or a pencil. So what you're going to do first is take your alphabet card and cut out all around and cut out all the boxes so that you have little squares with each letter on them. Then you can put each of those letters inside a hat or a bowl, something that you can mix them up in. So we're going to go do that, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I'm here with my coworker Katie, and she's here to help me show you how to play this game. So like you saw, we cut up all our letters, and now we're going to put them into a hat. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up, and then Katie is going to choose our special letter. Ooh, the letter is C. So we're both going to use the letter C, and we have to use our recording page and our pencils, and we're going to write down a word that starts with the letter C. It has to start with the letter C, and it's going to be all of these different categories. So we need to think of a Christmas movie that starts with the letter C, a Christmas tree decoration, and all of these other things. And when we think of it, we're going to write it on our own page. So I set a timer here. We are going to set the timer for 3 minutes. So there's our timer. So Katie and I are going to play this round, and then when we're done playing, we're going to compare our answers. So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, time's up. Everybody put your markers down, or your pens or pencils. So, did you think you got all of them in that time?
Sure did.
Oh, I'm missing one. So now we're going to count up our points. So each of us has our answers running down our page, and on the side there's a little box there to record how many points you got. So number 1, Katie, remember the letter was C, and we are talking about the category Christmas movies. What did you put for your Christmas movie?
Christmas in Pemberley Manor.
Ooh, I put Christmas Vacation. So she has her own answer and I have my own answer, and they both work, so we both get 1 point. So I'm just going to put a little 1 in the box on mine, and Katie's going to do the same. Okay, number 2, Christmas tree decoration.
Candy cane.
Ooh, I put candle. So I'm going to give myself 1 point because I have a separate answer from Katie. But now here's a bonus point. Katie, can you tell me what yours was again?
Candy cane.
So both words, candy and cane, start with the letter C. So that means Katie actually gets 2 points because she got 2 letter C's in her answer. Okay, number 3, something on your wish list.
Charmed aroma candle.
Very nice. And I put a car. So I get 1 point, and I suppose we can give Katie 2, even though there's an A in the middle. It's Christmas time after all. Okay, number 4, a part of a snowman that starts with C.
Carrot.
Oh, I put carrot too.
Oh.
So since Katie put carrot and I put carrot, nobody gets a point because we put the same thing. So you put a 0 or just leave it blank. Number 5, something cold.
Cube.
Ooh.
As in ice cube.
Okay, we'll accept it. 1 point for Katie. I actually couldn't come up with anything for something cold. I ran out of time. So I just get a 0 on that one. Number 6 is a Christmas activity. What did you put for Christmas activity?
Cooking.
Ooh, very nice. And I put caroling. 1 point each. Something green.
Cooked spinach.
Ooh, I put a cucumber. 1 point each. And number 8, the last one on the page. What is a way to get on the nice list?
Caring for others.
Very nice. And I put carrying groceries. Okay, so we have shared all of our answers, and for each one we've written down how many points we get. So now let's total them up. Okay, so how many points did you get, Katie?
9.
Oh, well done. I got 6 points. So it looks like the winner of our game is Katie. Yay! Congratulations, Katie.
Thanks, that was fun.
Yeah, thank you for playing with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all the files for this game underneath this video so you can download them and print them out yourself. And if not, if you don't have access to a printer or anything like that, we can also share the photos so you can just look at them on your phone or you can write them down on a piece of paper at your own house. So thank you very much for watching our video today, and I hope you guys have fun playing this together.
Bonjour, I'm Lawrence Niznikas, language specialist for Matawa. Zaga in Dinduan Maganak, Gwakwa de Zivin, Ni Bwakwa de Bwewan, the bus Santamoan, Gizaga in Manat Dantamoan, Zonga de Evan. Miigwech.
Bonjour, my name is Nancy Rich. I am from Nakina. I am a language specialist here at Matawa in Thunder Bay. Minumagoshegi Jigan, Merry Christmas. Kimagoshegi Jigak, Nitagona Nanag, Nitajiganinanag. Ninawin Nimisanzak, Ayage Nishimanjak. Mieta Shejinibayank. At Christmas time, we hang up our stockings, my older siblings and my younger siblings. Then we would go to sleep.
Hi everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make an advent calendar. Maybe some of you have advent calendars at home. Does anybody know what they are? Yeah, an advent calendar is something that helps you count down to Christmas. And usually there's a chocolate or a little treat inside each door for each day until Christmas. And usually they start December 1st and they go until December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. Today I'm going to show you how to make an advent calendar that is for the days December 13th all the way to the 24th. All you need for the form of your advent calendar is an egg carton. You'll notice that eggs come in dozens. That means 12. So there would normally be 24 days in an advent calendar, and I'm only doing 12 because I only have one egg carton. But if you wanted to do all the days of December until Christmas, you could just do 2 egg cartons. And if you really like counting, egg cartons are a great way to practice your skip counting. You see how they're in groups of 2s? So you could practice skip counting by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You've skip counted all the way to 12 by 2. Good job. You will also need a bit of ribbon or yarn to hang up your advent calendar. You'll need some glue and some scissors. You'll need a little bit of tissue paper. And if you don't have tissue paper, you could use newspaper or even just regular printer paper if you have some scrap. You'll need a marker or 2, any color you like, a paintbrush, and some paint, whatever colors you like as well. And the really fun part is chocolates and treats and little toys to go in your advent calendar. Okay, you ready to get started? Let's go. The first step to making your advent calendar is to cut off the top lid of the egg carton and the little flap along the side. You can ask an adult for help if you're having trouble with the scissors. The next step is to cut out some circles of tissue paper that will cover the holes in your advent calendar. They should be a little bit bigger than the holes to help them glue to the sides. Then you should number the pieces of tissue paper from 13 until 24. Remember, if you're making an advent calendar for the whole month of December, you'll need 2 egg cartons and you should do the numbers 1 to 24. The next step is to paint your egg carton. This part is optional and you don't have to do it. If you don't have any paint, you could also use some markers or pencil crayons. Notice that I've just painted around the top edges of the holes of the egg carton just to give it a pop of color. Next, you will use a hole puncher or ask an adult to help you with some scissors to make 2 little holes at the top of your egg carton. You will thread a piece of yarn or ribbon through it like I've shown so that you can make a hanger for your egg carton advent calendar. You just have to tie a knot in the top of the string. Next is the fun part. Fill all of the spots in the egg cartons with little treats and goodies. Next, put a little ring of glue around the top of each hole in the egg carton. You'll then place your tissue paper circle on top of this. Don't worry if they don't fit perfectly or they get a bit crinkled. It's just to keep your goodies from falling out of the advent calendar. I'm all done my advent calendar now. Check it out. Cool, eh? So now, for example, if we were on the 14th of December, you just pop your finger, break the tissue paper, and pull out your treat. If you want to make an advent calendar, why don't you take a picture of it and put it on the Matawa Facebook page so we could see your creation. Hope you have fun making an advent calendar for yourself or maybe for somebody in your family.
den we magen na den demoen zunga de owen kwa de serwen ne waka wen de bwen de basen de zewen Gazaga in den we magen Gazaga in den we magen na den demoen zunga de owen kwa de serwen ne waka wen de bwen de basen de zewen Gazaga in